Yo, the market reached new heights. We talked about this every single week. Let's continue to see if the market has the power to keep going up. It is stocks in hip hop. Yo, thank you for coming back to the channel. I truly appreciate you stopping back here. This is Stocks in Hip Hop, the only place you'll find finance mixed with hip hop. And if you're here, it's because you've had the same problem that I have had over time. Now, when it comes to reading charts, the problem that I faced, and I'm pretty sure you faced as well, is when we look for information to learn how to read charts, they're always based on past data. They always look at things that happened in like 1950, 1960, 1980s, whatever the case may be. We don't have information to show us what's happening right now. It's very easy to say that I could invest in an Apple, I can invest in a Google in 2000. Yeah, real easy. But we're right here, right now in 2024. How do I read that now? So I'm going to show you how to do that every single week. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. And each week I'll show you in real time how to read these charts and invest and use the patterns in order to help you make money and protect your money. And on top of that, you know what we do here, baby. We have fun. We have fun every single week, and we always talk about how hip hop and finance have been mixed together. And this week's hip hop lyric comes from the Musolini. Musolini did a track with 38 Specs produced by Ninth Wonder. Beautiful track, right? Dom music. Make sure you check that out. Knowing that Musolini spit the line, came for the funds, stocks and investments. Yo, we connected on Instagram. I appreciate you, fam. I'm showing you love. This is how we do it every single week. Thank you for what you do. Beautiful track. Let's get into what's going on with the stocks, all right? We are behind on the stocks because usually I do this on the weekend, but it was my baby's birthday. We had to celebrate. So here we are. S&P, $4,839.81. And that right there is a record high close. Okay, we reached as high as $48.42, so $4,842.07 was the record high, but we closed very close to there. And you know how we get down here. Anytime you close near the highs, chances of continuation are, put that in the comments. You know what we do. Up, all the way up. So this is where we closed at. Where can we go from here? The difficulty when it comes to reading charts at this point in time, in this stage, is because when you're at record highs, obviously the price has never been there before. So how do we figure out where the market can likely go? I got you. So check this out. Record high was back here before we closed at a new one. So right here, we've always talked about this cup and handle pattern. This cup and handle pattern is what I have said multiple times is going to likely push the market higher. And we are still continuing on that trajectory. Right now, we have what we just talked about last week was the potential of a bull flag. And that bull flag right now is going to give us what we have as our next price target. All we're going to do is measure from the top of here to the top of here. Well, bottom of here, should I say, to the top of here. We measure that distance. And once we have that distance, we can predict where the market will likely go. So easy math, it's 4,700. Subtract from 4,100, that's 600 points. So we can go 600 points from 4,700, which would then put us at 5,300. So target price right now is 5,300. We're going to look to see if we hit that. S&P right now, we want to hang around the high. So upside target right now as we continue to hang around these highs and we get to around this 49,000 area. Downside target is if we come back down to retest around this 4,700 area. We can see we tested before and we've survived. This is going to be where the line in the sand is if we move lower. All right, S&P, check that off the list. Next on the list, let's go ahead and jump to what IWM has in store. IWM is at 192.43 was the close. All right, and let's zoom in. 192.43, and you remember last week we talked about how we had to defend around that 190 area. And we did just that. We got towards that area and it made a push higher. So sellers tried to sell off, buyers bought that right back up, and we closed back towards those highs. So where can we go from here? Let's get those price targets, family. We're back above 190. We talked about that defense. Now we want to be able to continue on with what we've built upon. So let's get to our price targets. Right now, price target is, we want to get back to around that 197 area. You can see we've fallen there before. Zoom in closer, and we see this area has been touched before. We closed there, and then even this candle is touched around there. And then even in the past, we've been around that 197 area. So it's pretty sticky. We're going to likely get back to 197 if we do continue to move up. So that is our upside target. Downside target is if we fall, right? When we come back to retest around that 190 area, we had to defend there. We did defend. And if we do end up falling lower, our downside target is protection yet again at that 190 area. So upside is 197.5. Downside right now is 190. Check out what's going on with the Dow. Dow closed at 37,863.80. And this is record high territory yet again, right? We talked about last week how this was also a bull flag situation, and this would likely continue to move higher based on that pattern. So, where can we go from here? Let's get our price targets right now. Same situation with the S&P. S&P was difficult because we are at record highs and we have not been there before. So we have to measure for where we could likely go. So let's check out what that bull flag is giving us. Simple, easy math. Let's go ahead and round to just 32,000, right? Because that's very easy. I know we're not that close to it, but that's close enough. 32,000. And then we moved all the way up to just say around this 37,000. Rough numbers. All right. So that gives you a 5,000 price range. Okay. So that 5,000 price range is going to give us from 37,000. We add 5 to it. And that puts us at 42. So price target ultimately is 42 for the Dow. But where can we go from here? We want to maintain these highs. So upside target right now is still around this 38,000 area. Downside target is protection at this 37,000 area. All right, so we hold these up, we're good to go. That's the Dow. Lastly, let's go ahead and check out how the NASDAQ has continued to perform. And it closed at $17,314. Pretty much right smack dab on that, all right? And this is also the cup and handle pattern that we have discussed multiple times, weeks and weeks back. So make sure you continue to look at the other videos on when we spotted this and how we continue to track how this is going to perform. Cup and handle is in play. Here's the handle. Here is the takeoff. And we've talked about how that neckline protection, which we did at that 16,500 area, and now we are off to the races for new highs. So where can we go from here? Let's get our price targets. Again, we have new highs, so it's difficult to take where we can go next, right? So we have to measure from where we're at. We have another bull flag situation where this can give us a signal. So let's give rough math here, right? 14,000 to around 16,500. So that's 2,500. So we just simply add that, and that would be 19,000. So price target ultimately is 19,000 from this flag. But let's talk about where we can go next. Upside target right now, we want to continue to hold this in 17,500. Downside target is protection at this 16,500 if this does move lower. So let's go ahead and wrap up what we got going on right now. All of the indexes are looking beautiful. All right, we've got cup and handle patterns that are in continuation. As we talked, the cup and handle pattern is a continuation signal, a bullish continuation signal. If you need more information on that, go to my website, wincrease.com. It has the patterns there. It will show you how they look, how to spot them, what they mean, all of that good stuff. So go to the website, and I have that information there for you. I have all of the, I don't want to say all, but I do have the chart patterns and candle patterns there. There are courses there as well, so check those out if you need additional help. They are fairly priced, no problem at all. Check them out. But right now we have all 4 indexes showing us good signals. We have the protection at the 190 area on the Russell, which I indicated last week is going to be critical because the rest of the market is going to likely follow whatever IWM continues to do. So everything right now is lining up pretty good as we head into earnings season. So how did you do? All right. And do I have a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Typically at a record high, I like to give a thumbs down. The reason why is because things have started to move higher, and it's very difficult to buy at those high prices. However, in this situation, we have a thumbs up. And the reason why I give a thumbs up is because we have a true signal right now of closing at record highs. Closing at record highs off of a strong pattern. I like that situation. That gives me a thumbs up situation for the market. So I like what I see. Anything that is at a low price right now is probably a good deal for you to snag in the market and add to your portfolio. So, yo, what do you listen to for hip hop? Put that in the comments. Let me know. We can have a conversation on that. And also, take care of yourself. Your health is your wealth. We preach this every single week. I do love the stock market. I do like making money, protecting it, keeping it as much as possible. But spending time with your loved ones is what we need to do the most. All right, take care of yourself out there. Your health is your wealth. You know, drink your water, get your exercise, and spend time with people that you love. I mentioned that was my daughter's birthday. We had a blast. It was awesome. Very awesome weekend. I got to enjoy my time with my kids. So you do the same. I'll check you next week, and we out. Peace.